Most popular pet, an estimated 1.6 million of them in homes across the country, but apparently they're suffering, and of course they're suffering in silence. Poor living conditions, being kept in isolation, and soaring dental problems, would you believe it, are creating a crisis for our rabbits. Matt Arnold is live in Bristol for us this morning. Goodness me, Matt, the poor old rabbits.
Doesn't sound good for them, does it, Ben? The dental problem interested me, and that's due to the feed, apparently. Lots of people feed rabbit muesli, but actually they're supposed to eat their own size in hay every day. Well, here's some at the wildlife park that we're at in Keynsham on the outskirts of Bristol this morning. Beautifully kept in a very large run, and that's one of the important things, one of the messages we'll be getting across this morning. Yesterday, I went to a children's farm in Epsom to see some rabbits there. People were buying them for Easter, saw one being boxed up and sold. So I wonder if those people know exactly how to keep a rabbit. It is a difficult subject, clearly. I had to talk to people in Epsom yesterday to see what they thought about the prospect of keeping rabbits. This is what they had to say.
William's asked for a bunny before, and I've definitely said no because he won't be cleaning it out. It'll be me, won't it?
Well, you have to keep them clean, don't you? And we just haven't got time. I mean, I've got 4 children.
Some people just tend to think, oh, just get them for Easter, and then they don't think how much they're going to take to look after and that vet bills and taking time cleaning them out and everything.
They're not necessarily easy things to keep, as I'm just discovering by trying to sit down holding this one. All the children are here with rabbits on their laps, but also we've got a vet from the PDSA, Ben, who's all lined up and ready for you to fire your questions, and we can all find out how best to keep these lovely creatures.
Quite wriggly, that one, clearly, Matt, but that's Sean Wensley, I think, is the senior veterinary surgeon from Pet Charity, as Matt said, the PDSA. So Sean, hi, good morning to you. Good morning. So we heard in the report, and Matt was talking about there, that these rabbits are suffering. We have to be careful about our rats too. The rabbits are suffering. Particularly, I was intrigued by their teething problems or with dental problems. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. Well, we know that there's 5 key things that all pets need to be healthy and happy, and what's so concerning about rabbits is that they're routinely being failing to be provided with each of those 5 things, and one of them critically is the need for a suitable diet, and it's due to lack of an appropriate diet that they're seeing these horrible dental problems. So at PDSA we've seen over 30,000 rabbits in the past 5 years, and the incidence of dental procedures that we're having to perform has actually quadrupled in that time. This because they've got continuously growing teeth, unlike us. And so they have to be eating loads of hay to nibble, wear those teeth down. And they shouldn't be getting fed the traditional rabbit mix, the muesli type food that causes them to become calcium deficient. Their teeth become malformed and distorted. And we see these horrible spurs in their mouth that impale their tongue, lacerate their cheek, and they come into us in a lot of pain, sadly.
So what happens then? Do you end up having to give them crowns or removing the teeth, or what do you do?
Well, at that point we need to, where these dental spurs have developed in their mouth, which are like razor-sharp chisel blades, we need to bear those down just so that they can be relieved of the pain. But long-term, of course, it's all about educating the owners of those rabbits that the diet they're being fed is absolutely linked to the dental disease, and so hopefully if we can feed them appropriately, we can prevent the problems from developing in the first place.
And of course at this time of year lots of people start giving rabbits for Easter. It's a lovely present, and as you can see they're great, all those children enjoying themselves, although the rabbit doesn't seem to enjoy Matt's company particularly. What would you suggest to a parent who's thinking about... Matt, I'm sure you can let the rabbit go, for heaven's sake, give him a chance. What would you say to a parent who's thinking about giving a rabbit at Easter?
Well, you're absolutely right. There's a very typical association between rabbits and children. They have historically been kept as children's pets. And we're just reminding people that they're going to live for 5 to 10 years at least, typically cost over £3,000 during the course of their lifetime. And we'd certainly say that anyone who's thinking about getting a rabbit, or indeed any other pet, to visit a very, very good website called yourrightpet.org.uk, and it'll tell you everything you need to know, including, crucially, how to care for rabbits properly.
Excellent, Sean, thanks so much. We'll direct Matt to that website so he can work out how to look after that rabbit properly. Thank you very much to all the children. Perfect, yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much to all those children as well. It looks like it's a lovely day down there. There's plenty more information on how you can care for rabbits and how to meet their welfare needs. You've just been hearing it's actually a much more serious situation than you might think. Keep them healthy and happy. Visit the website, GM.